Hi Leo, it's Mary with Seer. This is your mid-February reading for 2020. It's kind of general. We're going to basically tell your story or tell the story you need to know. One of the two. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for your comments, your subscriptions, and all that stuff. If you need any information about jewelry or where I'm going to be, like my little tour I do, you can go to my website and it'll give you the dates and the locations. If you'd like to book a reading, you can do that there. And that information's in the description box, and donation information is there also. Thank you. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of tell your story. We're going to do past, present, and future. All right, so the past, we have 10 of Cups. That's a happy family, success, abundance, and home and family life. Then I have the Four of Swords reversed, and so that's coming. It's usually healing, but it's maybe difficulty in healing, and it can be death sometimes. So depends on the cards around it. Then I have the Nine of Pentacles here, and this is somebody that may have ended up single and not in the best place financially. Could have been dependent. And usually it's a female. And then we have Earth energy right there. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the present. So we have the Four of Cups reversed. So, boy, it does feel like a death, doesn't it? It does. This is Four of Cups reversed is about overlooking something, realizing that something was overlooked. That cup that was right in front of you the whole time that you didn't see. So it kind of feels like it was warning sign, some kind of warning sign. Okay, and then I have the Knight of Coins, and this is like moving forward. Okay, so now what do we do? But a slow movement. Maybe it's just, if we had a death in the past, it could be pondering. I don't know if there's a lot to do. Knight of Coins. So this would be wanting to move in the right direction. But it's always slow movement with Pentacles. Okay? But slow and steady. Maybe it's the rebuilding after the death. Then I have Judgment. And that's a tough one because a cycle is ended. This is the ending of a cycle. But it's basically something that won't be repeated because whatever it was had to been, whatever illness or death that occurred, of course, it won't be repeated. It's kind of a given. So it sounds a little bit redundant, which is kind of why I'm stuttering in case it's something else. But this would be for somebody specifically, I would imagine. So this is about the future. So the High Priestess. So I have the High Priestess reversed. So the High Priestess is, well, this is when it's reversed, somebody's intuition didn't kick in. Okay, they weren't warned. There was no warning. And so it's kind of like, I feel somebody saying, well, how am I going to be warned in this kind of thing? Sometimes you can't be. Sometimes there's just no warning for stuff that happens, like deaths. It depends on how it happened. But sometimes there isn't a warning. It's just, stuff just happens, And so this is so heartbreaking. I'm so sorry. This is, now I don't have my marriage. I don't have my family. I don't have my happy ever after. I know. And it's heartbreaking, Leo. So my engagement over, my marriage is over, my happy family has been blown, has not blown apart, but it's destroyed. What was is no longer there. And so it seems like it's been taken, right? But there is a new path and there is abundance. So why was I left? That's what I'm hearing. Why was I left? Because there's happy days ahead. And I know that's not what anybody wants to hear that's going through this. That's the survivor, the one that left, that's having to pick up the pieces. But there is happiness ahead, even though right now I maybe can't get through 1 hour without thinking about the sadness and the loss. And so it's hard to lose somebody you love. It's hard to lose your wife or husband or child. And the blaming of yourself, it's not productive. And all the negotiation that you can do won't change it. But I understand that that's part of the process. You know, trying to have faith, trying to find a reason, trying to find a distraction, trying to find. But there are good things ahead. So they're asking me to share my story, okay? So I was never in a big hurry to have kids. You know, my mom had kids, 3 of us. I was the third one by the time she was 20. And I took care of everybody, even my older siblings, because I just am a caretaker. You know, I just always took that on. And it was no big deal. But I went through a divorce when I was like 35, and I met a really great man. And we got married when I was about, I think about 36. And I finally wanted to have a kid, finally, you know, because I just didn't see the right person or the right situation. And he got cancer and died, and we were married a year and 4 months. We never even had a chance to have a kid, you know. And it was a great loss. And it was hard because he died of cancer, and I was suffering. Well, he was suffering, but I felt guilty for my suffering because I wasn't the one dying. But after he left, I fell apart, and I wish I had kept it better together. But I mean, I just drank for a while and kind of, but I came back. You know, I came back. I went back to school and got a bachelor's in psychology, and I set some stuff up so I wouldn't lose it, you know, because it was so devastating. And so there was my future, my husband. I mean, he's the one that really got me, you know? He's the one that really got me to this day. I mean, people aren't replaceable. And even though I was able to have a daughter with somebody else, and I loved him, he was not the person I lost, the person I felt like I was supposed to have the daughter with. But that, it's just the way it is. The lesson, I mean, I was stronger than I thought I could be. I was more nurturing than I ever imagined, and loyal, you know. And, you know, it's that thing that you realize you got through, and wow, I can't believe I got through that, you know. I don't know why people have to die, you know. I guess maybe we have a time, we have an expiration that we set aside ahead of time. I don't know. There's all kinds of different ideas about that. But I remember when I got through a whole day without thinking about how upset and how sad and how nobody understood, because people got tired of hearing about it. They just don't want to hear about it because it's too painful for them. But the ones that really love me listen. But some people are just scared, and that's why they don't listen. And for some reason, I think you need to know that. The other thing is, here I was 37 by the time he died, and I still hadn't had a child. And I thought, well, maybe that's just over. So I went back to school, and I did have a child. I did meet somebody and had a child, and that was a great lesson in itself. And she's almost 18. She's amazing, and I'm so blessed. There is happy times. It's a cornucopia. There's abundance down the road. I know we can't see it, but there are happy times. There can be happy times ahead. They're saying there is going to be happy times and abundance ahead. Abundance. It's a new path. It's a clearing for a new path. Regardless of what that means, I don't know if this is a husband. It feels like it's a husband because I have the marriage card, the engagement. It's no longer there. Okay? You didn't see it coming. You should have seen it coming. You should have known something was wrong. But how could you know if that's the way it was always supposed to go? And I don't know why. I don't know why the person that really got me, had to be taken from me. I don't know why either. But somehow I wouldn't be here. It would have been different. Maybe I'd be here, but probably not. So somehow it shaped me to be this person, which is okay. It's good because I like who I am. So that I'm just supposed to share with you, okay? So what I want to ask is I want to ask any messages from the angels and ancestors, and it could be this person that you lost. It's very specific, but maybe a lot of people are going through this cycle. I don't know. But I know that I lost a friend that was a Leo this week. So it's interesting. I didn't even, yeah. She's very sweet, very kind, very, just like an angel. Like an angel. So, yeah, she's been talking to me. She has been talking to me. Because everybody talks to me, whether I have cards or not. Yeah. Okay. So we have the warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. You're stronger than you can ever imagine you could be. And I'm sure you've seen some of that already, right? It's okay to feel weak. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. Of course it's okay. You're human. You're allowed to have these feelings. It's so important you work through them. Spirit Fox talks about being adaptable during changing times. Yes, these are changing times that need you to be adaptable. Fixed sign, fire. I'm pretty sure you're a fixed sign, so adaptability is needed. No matter what happens, you have the skill to get through this. Summer, bask in joy in life. So things will come to fruition. You won't have happy days again, of course. Happy times, abundance. Summertime around your birthday may be easier for you. I know you can't imagine that right now because it's a great loss. And it's hard because I remember one thing that I kept thinking, nobody knows what I've been through. Nobody knows. But a lot of us really have been through it. I know it doesn't help you right now. Nobody can really say the thing that will make you feel relieved. Sometimes just time does that. Sometimes, that's when I really found God again, when I started talking to God. And I started talking to him. And he started coming through. And he still comes through. Anytime I need him, he comes through. And I was pregnant. When I remarried, I was pregnant with the baby I thought we should have had. He's been there for her. And she was, I get all sentimental. But she was born his sign. Isn't that cool? She was born in Aries. And that's just beautiful. So, I send you love and understanding and kindness and healing. Put it up there in the cloud, a healing cloud. If you need it, it'll be there. It's always free will. I'll get one more card for you. There are great things that you have done that are still going to come into fruition. I don't know specifically what those are, but the summer card, bask in joy and light, that is about summertime and things that come in the summer, I don't know, maybe you had a vacation planned. I think it might be important to still take that. Whatever you think. But this person, you can talk to them. You can talk to them. Okay. A deep secret will come to light. I'm just going to grab that book real quick. You're kind of asking me to read that for you. Rosalind Remembrance. Take special care in how much you reveal and the way it is brought out into the open. Consider the impact the knowledge will have on others and what they may do with the information. So, women were key figures throughout history of Rosalind Chapel. There were female Templars, sometimes called the Daughters of Sion or Templar nuns, who shared the secrets of the Templars and their rites. In the painting, let's see. Here's the painting. A Lady Templar sits over the time-worn steps leading to the vaults of Rosalind. She sits patiently, waiting for the time when the secrets are to be revealed and known to the world. A small vault cavity is beneath her. It emits a powerful energy that can be felt today. Sadly, the steps have now been made level with cement. Some 12 feet under the foundation is the main vault, which is sealed like an Egyptian tomb. Here in the musty darkness are the treasures brought from the Holy Land. Well, you know, I don't know if there's something about that made this person sick or that aided into their whatever happened to them. And it kind of feels like there's a volatile nature to this, and so you're being asked, consider being careful with the information. What you know may be important not to share what you know until the right time when you can take action. I really don't know more than that what that means. I have some ideas, but I'm sure with the person this is resonating with, you know what that's about. Whatever it looks like, you know what the truth is. Whatever people say, you know what the truth is. Because you're right. Okay? I love you, Leo. My thoughts are truly with you. Take care.